good evening there. You're watching QTV Youth Dialogue, and I am Jenna Basonko. And I must say, I missed you guys so much, even though we don't interact, but we do interact virtually, which I'm always excited about. We've been away for about 2 episodes, and I'm super excited that we are back here to take it up from there. And Eid Mubarak to all of you. I just hope that all of you guys had an amazing Ramadan, and you also had an amazing Eid. And we are looking forward to the rest of the year with amazing episodes. So today we have 2 different segments, people in completely different roles, but one can affect every single individual because it has to do with health. I'm joined by individuals who are very passionate about fighting autism or ensuring that patients with autism are accepted and respected. Their rights are respected and dignity, because today is World Autism Awareness Day, and I am glad that young people in the Gambia are taking it into their own hands to actually raise awareness about this particular disorder, because we've seen the stigma that happens when individuals bring into the world babies with autism or individuals who are within us who actually have autism. So thank you so much for the amazing work that you do, Maimuna and Abubakar. We really appreciate it. And on your t-shirts I can see accept, understand and love, and I think that is exactly what autism patients need. But guys, the color for autism is not yellow. Accidentally I'm wearing yellow and my guests are also wearing yellow, so do not get it wrong. The color is not yellow. Yeah. But thank you for joining me. I'm super excited.
Thank you so much, Jay, for having us here. Just as Jay said, I am Maimuna P. Mendy, representing the Gambia Autism Support and Advocacy Network, and thank you for having us on board.
Yeah, Abubakar as well.
I will say what Maimuna said. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
I'm Abubakar Jara. I'm representing Gambia Autism Support and Advocacy Network.
Yeah, so Maimuna, tell me, how did this actually start? I know we all know, like I said in my introduction, there exists stigma when people give birth to children with autism or already grown autism patients who are within us. So where are you directing your advocacy? You know, I've seen other groups as well working when it comes to this, but everything I see them do is during Autism Awareness weeks or days, they will be out there doing their campaigns and everybody will be aware of what they're doing. But I do not see that sense of continuous advocacy, to be honest. As a Gambian, I don't see it. On Autism Day, I see organizations like this come out and say, oh, we're talking about autism. But I am looking at long term. How is your organization ensuring that there's that long-term advocacy, enhancing understanding of this particular disorder?
Thank you, Jay. I think that is why we established Gambia Autism Support and Advocacy Network to be the organization here in the Gambia that is not just fighting for people who are autistic on the World Autism Day, but for the long time. So basically, how the whole thing of Gaza and come around was, we have seen because some of us are living with individuals who are autistic in our home. So we have seen how these individuals are always excluded when it comes to education, when it comes to health and other stuff. So Gazan, the main reason for Gazan is to be the mediator between the service providers and families or patients who are autistic. How? One thing that we aim to do is celebrate the World Autism Day, that is today, but unfortunately it's been postponed to on the 12th of April, where we intend to celebrate, and be surprised that this is going to be the first celebration of the World Autism Day here in the Gambia, where we intend to have a march past from the Alliance Franco to the Youth Monument, where we will celebrate this individual. So the theme for this year is celebrating difference. We are celebrating this individual. We are celebrating the difference. Although we are celebrating their difference, we are celebrating them to be included in whatsoever we are doing. That is why we are calling for inclusivity of individuals who are autistic. So the long-term period, we are not just stopping at celebrating them or having a march past. We intend to have a research base where we intend to know the number of people who have autistics here in the Gambia. What are some of the service providers when people or families who have autistic people, patients in their homes, where do they go? What are some of the channels that are available in the Gambia here? Let's say the issue of education, the issue of vocational skill centers, the issue of healthcare services, where can they get diagnosed or where can they visit. So this, after this World Celebration Day on the 12th, we intend to have a world nationwide research where we will conduct a research and have this data to know where to start. Gazen is not just stopping on the 12th, but we are going to ensure that we make impact here in the Gambia and ensure that every individual...
I am very concerned, to be honest, about it. Like I said, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, we've seen this happen, and then, you know, it's the day, it's big. Funding is going to be available to celebrate the day, obviously.
In fact, it's the whole month of April.
Yes, the week, the month, the whatever.
Yes.
No problem. My problem is after this month of April that we are in, there was January, there was February. What was Gazen doing in January, in February, and in March before April that is dedicated for the day?
Okay, that's a very
Can you take me through that?
Yes, yes, I will glad to do that. So that's a very good question. So we are not that old in the Gambia here. We are a new organization. So what we did so far, we do a lot of research. So we discovered that there's a school called I Promise Care that deals with these individuals. So what we do, we pay them a visit, we look at the ground, and then we are able to build a partner with them. So we have a lot of programs in radio, in radios and then in TVs, that is GRTS. So luckily, there was someone listening, and then, you know, get our number and then reach out to us. So what we did was we visit the person. There's a lady, and then, you know, we have she's having 2 kids with autism. Yeah. So we visited the person, and then we will come to realize that those individuals have been enrolled in a school that do not have a person that will, you know,
guide them.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what we told the person that is that we discover a school that is I Promise Care. So what we will do, like Maimuna said, we will be a mediator. You know, we'll be we'll be in between the parent and then the school. So we will see how best we can lobby funds, you know, see how best we can help the person to get enrolled in a school that will focus on them and then help them.
So is there a school that exists that
focus
on autistic patients?
Yes.
It's called I Promise
Care.
Yeah, so who's running that? Is it private or it's government?
Yeah, it's private.
It's a private
It's
school.
a private institution.
Okay.
So we realized that they have a very, very, very good
and it's
structure.
specifically for autistic?
For autistic individuals.
Okay.
So they have stage, you know, autistic can attack the person's speaking, or, you know, walking behavior. Yeah. So they have a stage. So others will come, and then gradually they develop, and then they will speak, and then they will enroll in the main school.
Okay,
so
and the school is called I Care.
I Promise
Care, and it's only for autistic. Yes. I just want that clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Only for autistic.
Only for autistic
people. Yeah. That is really good that we have a specialized school meant for this. Yeah. But obviously they need to pay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. It's a private school.
Yeah. So that's why I say we'll be a mediator, and then see how best we can lobby for them fund. You know, engage stakeholders like the government.
Okay. So how do you intend to lobby these funds?
Again,
let's go back to that. We need to be realistic. You know.
Yeah.
I'm so hard on youth-led organizations recently because I've been doing this show, for example, for the past 8 years. I've been hosting this show for the past 8 years, and a lot of youth organizations have passed from here. So I'm so used to now hearing we will lobby.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot to hear.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I will always be in the background to follow. I'm not going to say it directly to the group, but I always follow what people are doing because of obviously the internet is easy, but eventually you don't see these things. So be specific, how do you intend to lobby these funds to ensure that some vulnerable households who have autistic patients have access to I Promise Care?
So when we want to engage the government and the stakeholders, that is the policymakers. Yes, the policymakers. So, like rightly mentioned, we have a march past on the 12th, to the monument where we will host a program. So in that program, we intend to have the First Lady, and then the Minister of Gender, that is Fadi Kinte, and then we have Prof. Gomez, that is Minister of Higher Education, and a lot of higher dignitaries that day. So what we want that, and even Talib Bensouda, because we are on,
within KMC.
Exactly. So what we want with, is that we will engage them. Hence, they are the policymakers, and then, you know, there is less attention on that circle. So we want to engage them, and then even if possible, you know, we have very philanthropists, like many philanthropists in this Gambia. So we love to engage them, and then see how best we can lobby fund for them, and then so that they can go to the right place, that they can get the right care.
Okay.
Yeah. So just
that's a bit vague, you know.
Yeah. Just to
that's a bit vague, you know, because you know the thing is, government boy wahni, ñom sen bopa mutlewuñ.
Yeah, that's right.
How much ham get? Government begin the one because naturally it's the responsibility of government to ensure that every citizen autistic, autistic, live a good life.
Yeah, but
that is why we have what is called a social protection system across the world to ensure that these people are catered for. Danga for the government be I'm not autistic patient you feel like I'm care.
Yeah.
But we believe in force. We will.
Yeah. So that is why we are here, and we are trying to involve them in whatsoever we're doing, because this is actually the first activity that we
are doing as an organization.
And we are also bringing out for people to know that there is also an organization called the Gambia Autism Support and Advocacy Network here in the Gambia. So this is actually our first event, and we are trying to ensure that we involve policy makers, we involve government, we involve private institutions, and even NGOs, and even the UN, because we have distributed letters to various sectors, including the UN houses and also some NGOs, to ensure that they are also part of this celebration. Because this is actually going to be a milestone for us, for having this government
officials. Government
No, better one day.
Government be government be I'm not an autistic patient. You make a security.
Exactly. So we are not actually depending on the government 100%.
Right now, who is funding this first activity?
So it's from our pockets.
It's from our pocket, but we also have funding from Ajib Bank. They fund
Ajib Bank.
Yeah.
Okay, and Ajib Bank is part of the Q group.
Yeah,
exactly.
So we are happy that Ajib Bank is coming on board.
Actually fund some part of the project.
We are happy.
We are working with the NYC, National Youth
Council, that's
to
good.
ensure that they are also included in whatsoever we're doing. Not only the government, we are not fully focusing on the government, but our government also have a role to play in ensuring that.
Obviously, they have to attend. They have to come. But the reason why I'm stressing that part is the focus that you guys are giving it. You know, so you can also come up with innovative things. Maybe come up with fundraising activities.
Yeah.
It does not. It has to be just small fundraising activities that you can also come up with to make the money, because sometimes we need to be innovative, because let's also remember that there's a lot of duplication of efforts in Gambia. A lot of one organization fighting for something, there's hundreds of it, and they're all going to the same organizations to look for funding. So we challenge you to look for also innovative ways that you can get money to continue to do this. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Honestly,
it is really amazing. And just to emphasize, on the April 12th, we are not only focusing on the government institution, we are not only focusing on the UN, but we are calling on every Gambian citizen to join us, every concerned citizen, because when you look at the environment that we are coming from, when a family has someone who is autistic, it's not only affecting the family, but it's affecting the community itself. Because that person could be an impactful person that is going to change the community tomorrow. So you get on when you join you in this march past, and also ensure that these children, when they see people joining them in the march past, they will feel encouraged. They will say, okay, we are not alone in this, but people are joining us and celebrating us. Okay. So come nit dal so gisee nit mu la celebrate how proud you are, even when you are down, you danga joke. So more the best be, we are calling on everyone, even though you do not receive an invitation from us, but this is an open invitation where you get on you join you to this march past and celebrating these people on the 12th April. So the other thing is the Gazan is not just stopping on the 12th. I just want to emphasize on that. One of the activities that we want to do is to conduct a research, because research is very
research I'm interested in research bingawa. So research bilumu buga hamoy. Naka ngena determine nyanyo am autism. Hanada ngende anda specialist bulendi dimale biko hanga tay duga kiri jambur gis nit muy behave a certain way. Tahula conclude ne koko dafa am autism. So lolu can be very technical. So naka ngena determine sa sen bi research bi kana am autism ak kana am benen façon disease bo xamne might resemble autism, because hanga li affaire data la. Data bi so len ko collecter ba pare ñu post ko suma mass gi suñu binda story on autism, I'm going to use that reference. So naka ngeen di go about a research bi, man, I'm very interested in that.
So this research is not just we just waking up one day, you duga sikiri you think we're conducting a research, because then you do not know what the person is. But going to the healthcare services, because most of the time that is happening, the first place that they go is to the hospital. So going visiting the hospital is one of a form that we are going to collect data to know.
So secondary data ngeen di use.
Yeah, because the hospital is one of the main area that we can collect data. Because let's say, for example, how many autistic patients have they received here in the Gambia. So with that data, we will be able to know the number of people that are autistic, because you cannot just wake up one day and just do
dama fogoon ne da ngeen di hanga noko waxee woon dama fogoon ne da ngeen di jëm jëli primary data bi nga xam ne yéen a ko dem collectali seen boppa waaw at first waaye now that si so dafa mel ni ñi report or diagnose ne dañ autistic si lopitaan yi data boobu ngeen di dem jëli.
Yeah, want to work on that because among us we have some individual that are like medical oriented. Yeah, so we want to give them a chance. Maybe if they may be be into that level, then we can go with them into the communities and then start collecting data. Yeah, we were also.
So another thing is using the media houses, because last time we were at Taranga FM, so some of our people were here at QTV and others were at GRTS. So during those radio media engagement, we had people that called. And during this Eid week, we visited those families that called to say that, okay, we have listened to your programs and we have patients who are autistic, and we would love to meet you guys. So during the Eid, we just visited the family members, sit with them and discuss with them. That shows that the media is also one of powerful means to communicate with people. So using the media also is going to be a form of how can we collect data. So just look at the example of the media engagement that we have, and people were calling us to say that, okay, we have so people who are autistic, but we do not know where to go. We don't know how to handle them. So we visited them. It's a form of first-hand information to know, okay, this household is having a so number of people who are autistic here in the Gambia. So we are encouraging everyone.
dafa stigma bi tamit foog ñu wassi because dem nga dugga këri jàmbur gis fa xale ñu naan kii dafa tooy kii ñorut
what they don't know about autistic individuals is that they are very sharp. Yeah, because let's say
smart.
In Europe, you have individuals with autism, they are doing wonders. Like a common movie, like Dr. Murphy, I don't know whether you are familiar with Good Doctor. The person in the movie is an autistic and also is a surgeon. But real life, the person is an autistic individual and me at him. So mula want to come how brilliant these kids can be.
They are brilliant.
Exactly. Wow. So the only thing that they need is the acceptance and also the support that they that the society can give them so that they will belong. Because even your test a small talk is in another way around. You can tend to see so
ba pare autism si kër sa jombut kenn.
Exactly.
ñun ñu ngi nii sëyuñ am nga jëkkër am ma jëkkër suñ sëyee mun nañoo jur doom bu am autism.
Exactly, yeah, because it's a neuro.
su fekkee ne xale bi mu ngi dafa am autistic mu juddu si famille boo xamante ne wealthy society ñu nekkoon
dañ ko sacrifice ay waay nit ñaa garaaw
wala su nekkee yaa ine famille boo xam ne daf lay am problème
yow yaay saraxi kër bi bàyyi leen wax yu ñaaw yi génn leen si li ngeen nekka yow li nga wax dëgg la de time xale time bu ñoo mag am ku xaw a am benn disability bu ndaw rek juddu si kër boo xam ne
most of them ko lay am I don't know why the reason but most of them have it
waaw bu ñoo wax tribe nag xam nga dëkk bi moom dëkk bi dafa metti waaw waaye it's true li nga wax ni is true waaye it's hard to accept xam nga rek sometimes this tribal divide dañ ko dee bëgg a avoid pour buñ ko mention but ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne li nga nekk di wax it's kind of true ñun ñëpp growing up in communities dañ daan xalaatee noonu kër bu am xaalis or a certain tribe bu am xaalis rek dañ dee ne hey kii mooy seen saraxi kër bi kii dañ ko liggéey
at some point xale dañ ko lay foye bi am na sama am and then I will do that and then have money
and it's very sad and that's autism
wala da nga gis xale mu nekk ci society boo xamante ne moom kese moo look different da nga parents di ko wane sori ko de su dul daf la wala wala su fekkee ne yaay bi daf doon doxandu ñu ne daf dee génn guddi mu tasee jinne yi moo tax yooyu noonu so the society also have a role to play when it comes to accepting
society bi la sax
when it comes to accepting these people because yow mënuloo juddu si society boo xamante ne ñu la exclude si lu nekk because da ngaa gis sa bopp I am less important yeneen saa na nga toog nga ne lu tax ma dunda so society su accepté ñi ñu wonal gaay ne ok noo munti mel si kaw àdduna yàlla moo la saaka
yàlla moo la binda
we are accepting you so xoolee because they need therapy, and therapy starts at home.
Sure.
If you do not have a peace of mind at home, no matter what you are receiving outside, do effective.
Okay.
So the society have a role. If special families, not even families, everyone in the Gambia here have a role to play in ensuring that people who are autistic get the care that they need.
Wow.
Because it's hard to say, but the Gambia society have a lot to do when it comes to accepting people
because
who are autistic.
Because send family ko sacrifice for some and it's really happening.
So speaking of acceptance also, what one of the things that we want to do is to go out into schools. Because sometimes they enroll in these schools. So
in public normal schools.
Exactly. So what do you want to do? We want to have students, let's say grade 7, because most of these people are bullied by their mates.
Okay.
Well, most of the at least but they won't bully you. But most of these bully kids come the within their age bracket. So you want to go to these schools, talk to the kids so that you see how best they can, bring out that inclusion in them. So that like anytime they have someone with autistic among them, they would rather accept the person than to bully or push the person out.
And also, there's this lady online. Her name is Lovett Jallo. She's very prominent. She lives in Sweden. She's actually autistic, and she's very brilliant. She's done a TED Talk before. She's done a lot of motivational speeches.
Sure.
Very well respected in Sweden.
Messi, Lionel Messi,
yeah,
is an autistic.
He is. That's confirmed.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah, but he
why lolu Gambia mom boko Filipine yow do warlo am career yow.
Exactly.
Gambia fi
ñaaw na de.
Yeah, because wala nga gis nit sax mu ngi lose a little bit instead of society bi jóg support kooku dañoo nekk di point fingers on that person to say like kii moom kay xawma lu mel ni ak yooyu noonu. So that is why we are trying to call into inclusivity. Let's include these people in whatsoever that we're doing. Let's accept these people. And more that this year tips is really important. That is celebrating difference. No matter you're different, you are being celebrated.
But celebrating difference is beyond autism.
Yeah.
Because there's yenen febar, yi nga xamantene nit ñi ñu ko am and they deserve to be accepted. Ba pare ñu moytu haru bi legi dafa bari. Suicide legi dafa bari. Bullying bari na. Internet bi yaaxuna. Foo gis ci internet bi ku am autism sometimes da nga duga TikTok gis koo xam ne xëj na butam bi am na lu ko xaw a jot o mu ngi xaw a mel a certain way comme nu ko nit ñi de way kii dafa tuuy ñooñu am nañ right to be on social media. They have a right to belong. Comme yow ni nga amee right pour dem TikTok taal sa live feeca ñoom tam am nañ right pour def ko but they're not even free because people cannot accept ne benn yàlla bu ma binda moo la binda yow.
People judge easily now.
Exactly.
People judge easily.
And it's very
They put you in a cell that you don't even belong.
It's very sad. So congratulations. I am so happy that as a group you're doing this, but I'm tasking you. I'm pushing. Because like I said, ñu bari talk nañ ci togu bi ngeen talk ni. Te the same thing li ngeen fi wax ñu bari jaar nañ fi wax nañ ko.
So also you just do follow up and you will
So the other thing is just going back to the World Autism Celebration.
On the 12th?
On the 12th.
Yeah.
Jay, we are officially inviting you to join us because it's just from here.
It's from QCell?
No, the Alliance Franco here to the Youth Monument.
From the Alliance, Sorrywood,
yeah. Wow. So when the kids see you, then you are, oh, Jay number song when you celebrate.
Wow.
So people like you should join us.
And that's on the 12th is on Saturday?
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Okay, I should just get my jeans and my sneakers on and join you guys.
So we are officially inviting you and everyone that is watching, we are officially inviting you to join us in this day to celebrate these individuals, to ensure that they feel they're loved, they belong to the Gambia, no matter how they are. They're citizens just like you and I. So let's celebrate these people. And this day is a day that we can show these people that they're loved. Okay, no matter how they are, we are celebrating them. Because this is actually the first time we are having a March patch of celebrating people who are autistic here in the Gambia. So let's make it memorable. Let's make it one of the most celebration that has never happened in the Gambia, because we cannot do it alone. Even having you on board alone is a milestone for us.
Sure. I'll endeavor to be there. I'll definitely endeavor. And better off having the First Lady be there. You've already sent out an invitation to her. The First Lady, the Minister of Health as well, the Minister of Gender as well. Prof Gomez, yes, Prof Gomez, yeah. So we are calling on all government officials and philanthropists as well. I am happy that Ajip, which is part of the Q group, is coming in to actually support as part of its corporate social responsibility. So we thank them for that and continue pushing, keep pushing. Te bu leen ko teg si government bi kese de.
ñoom
ñoom seen boppa dañ am seen dépense boppa bu leen mutut. So just come up with your innovative approaches. You know.
So we are saying, Ajib Bang, thank you very much. We really appreciate for the support. This is really going to contribute to the success of this activity. Once again, we are inviting every citizens of the Gambia to join us on the 12th April. That is this upcoming Saturday, to ensure that these kids are celebrated. Even adults who are autistic are also celebrated in the Gambia. So let's celebrate difference and make Saturday, April 12th, a memorable one.
Yeah, so thank you so much. We really appreciate the work that you're doing, like I said, and we'll keep following. You know, we hate it when organizations start and die. It breaks my heart. You know, it does. So I'm just repeating this so that you guys know you're not meant to do it. Please. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, we will surely come back by the grace of God.
But thank you so much. So like I said, on today's program, we have two completely, you know, different segments that are not related, but with the autism can affect everybody, and it's everybody's concern. So we're just going to go for a break, and it's going to be a music break. And from the music break, we will see if you guys on the comment section online will kind of suspect what our next segment is going to be on. So from there, I will be joined by my next guest. So we'll be right back. Thank you.
When a voice is killing every song, you know it's this girl right here. Up in my game, adding more flame. I'm the hardest chick out here. Mr. DJ, where you at? I wanna have a good time. Come give us some more, come give us some more, come give us some more good vibe. Min job is not a low, like a low. Mama be janka, low. Lima job well done la non be do padap lima tawu di basa non ye do pasap mkenya leke di mi ju solo kababa na haji te kan ni daya Mr. DJ where you at? I wanna have a good time. Come give us some more, come give us some more, come give us some more good vibe. Mi job is not a low like a low. Mama be janka low.
welcome back from that short break. We're just tuning in. You're watching QTV Youth Dialogue, and I'm Jennifer Sonko. So I know some of you will expect that my next guest is going to be Miss Jobis, but no, it's the dancers. You know, the individuals on the background, ensuring that musicians in the Gambia have quality dancers. Whenever you have songs on, it's about the artists, but how about the dancers? Sometimes I watch certain songs and I'm more interested in looking at the dancers than I'm interested in listening to the artists and the lyrics of the song. So the Gambia, if you are a person who's been following dance, the Gambia participated in the Afrobatic Rock and Roll World Cup and the World Championship, and I'm joined by Ndeye Fatou Jabang, who is the CEO of Flex Fusion Dance Academy, as well as Yase, who is the Afrobatic Rock and Roll coach. Thank you so much for joining me. I am excited about this. And already the looks, I love the whole wax vibe. You guys are looking great, and the hair as well, everything on point. Okay, you guys should just come on and host this because you're wow. But thanks for coming. And you know, I watched the Gambia's performance on there, and I'm like, this is an amazing thing, because a few years ago we wouldn't even participate in a dance competition. I can remember newly when you started years ago, the whole dance entrepreneurship thing in the Gambia, and now look at where it is. I am super excited. So remind us, you know, since you've started this whole movement and where it is now, how have you been living the dream?
It's exceptional.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a dream and all of a sudden everything is coming into a reality.
Yeah.
That is what happens to the both of us.
Yeah.
And we cry a lot when we reach certain milestones, because we are like, these are some of the things that we wanted to achieve.
Right.
And today we're here. We started as two. Now we run a full dance company.
And they're all interested.
All of them are interested. We're going for international competitions.
Yeah, and music videos like this one.
Live concerts. We are killing live concerts nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, and we're doing international cultural exchange as well.
Nice.
So incredible things have been happening. As we speak right now, we have 2 of our dancers who just landed in Dakar.
Nice.
At one of the schools in Kaula to train dance for a whole month.
No way.
Yes. So
this
we're
is
advancing
amazing.
bit by bit.
I love it. I love it. And now it seems Gambian artists are actually respecting the whole dance thing, because previously artists will just come and do the song and that's it. But now you guys have changed the game, because internationally musicians themselves dance because they understand the importance of dancing at the same time singing.
Yes.
So, you know, how is that, Yase? And the fact that now dance is being recognized by musicians and they're paying money to get you guys on board their music videos.
So it's really great right now, because we fight for it.
You fought, right?
Yes.
You had to? Did you guys do freebies in the past?
We did freebies
at
the beginning. Yes. But now we are fighting for our dancers because they deserve more.
Yeah.
Look at the videos.
Yeah.
Without the dancers, there's no video.
Right.
Right now, the dance is trending more.
Yeah.
If you want your video to be viral right now,
somebody has to dance to it.
You need a dance challenge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So right now, Alhamdulillah, we are very thankful that we pushed to get here, and the youths are benefiting from this dance.
Yeah.
So since Flex Fusion now is fighting for the dancers, and now they're getting a good paid, we are not doing a freebie anymore.
Oh yeah.
We work for it for the youths to get it.
Yeah.
Now our future generation will benefit more, because right now dancers have been recognized and they have been respected in the Gambia.
Yeah. So can dance pay the bills currently in Gambia?
Dance,
did you look at us?
Why yan mom da ngeen posh mom? Eh, li duma ko laal.
Look at
Why
us.
yan gëna leen ci li ngeen nekk nak why yan nak li nak do leen ko robé sama face bi ni man bay ma bay journalism dem fi.
Yow ma ñu ëpp la xaalis.
Yéen man loolu leer na ma de yéen ma ëpp xaalis. Yéen journalism amul xaalis di.
Fecha right now nit dañ ko jaafee lu ñàkk fayda, but nekkul lu ñàkk fayda. Today I am the creative director and I'm the fashion designer. So I design all the outfits. I pay my school.
This is amazing.
I pay my school through dance.
Wow.
So I dance and I pay my school.
Yeah.
So obviously dance more than take like a swing right now.
And I'm glad.
And you know the beautiful thing is people don't understand. They only see us on stages. But aside from that, we also teach them to become tutors and gym instructors. Like Yase, she runs Wali Fitness's Zumba sessions.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of people love it. And it brought a lot of clients for Wali.
And
she's in other gyms, other schools, international schools. She's
I
also
think
teaching
as well.
Yes,
yes,
exactly.
I saw
King
that.
City as well. So we've been doing. So you become a dancer on stage, out of that, you have multiple other revenue streams. This was the whole goal. And you go for like 1 hour sessions and you are out. And at the end of the month, you collect here, you collect there, you collect there. And then
you're
just
gone.
for 1 hour.
Just for 1 hour.
That's it.
You guys are bosses.
I'm telling you.
You guys are bosses.
And that's the beautiful thing. We're not working 9 to 5.
I beg, me that has to work 9 to 5 and expect salary at the end of the month. Me, let me go and become a dancer. Man, dama ñëw si academy bi te di ngeen ma train.
Our problem.
Waaw, dinaa ñëw te di
Dañoo
ngeen ma
bañ Mohamed ja doon ñu rek.
But how do you deal with the whole consent thing with parents? Because xam naa ne daf day jafe.
Yes.
At the level of the household, pour yaay ak papa mu accept ne my child dafa bëgg a nekk a dancer. And pour ngeen gomloo leen ne dance bi can put food on the table. How do you do it, Ndeye Fatou?
Jay, 2019 when I came here, when we had the youth dialogue on Dance Gambia, I told you that we basically have to go house to house, sit with the parents to get the consent, explain to them how we work. Because we made sure we had proper structures.
Wow.
You were here, you work in end of month, they send you your money in your salary account.
Wow.
That's basically the same thing we do.
Okay.
It's a full-fledged company. It's not a dance group.
Okay.
So they understood that, and we made sure when these kids are paid, that's why we make sure we send it to their accounts. So we have our statements to prove that, okay, we've paid. And then we make sure we follow up with their parents. Jot ngeen xaalis bi. Masa doom bi indi na liñ ko fay.
Wow.
Yes. And
I
we
like
have parents
that.
calling us, di ñu ñaanal.
Yeah.
Some of them kii dafa la wax ne fu ñu dëkkoon néeg bi baaxutoon, but through yéen li ngeen fay suma doom bi dem nañ bi am a proper place. We are now renting a proper place.
Nice.
Food is available.
I love that.
Some of them are paying their school fees. They're dancing and paying their school fees, like she just
Mentioned.
testified. So ñun fu mu nekk change nañ perspective bi.
I love this.
Xale yi su ñëwee ne dañ bëgg a dance, the moment we go to their parents and they look us up in the internet, they see the work we do, they see.
I love it.
Aside from dance, we teach them manners,
Yeah.
morals,
Yeah.
communication
Because
skills.
thank you for getting it
branding.
there. Because Yasi, another thing mooy nit ñi dañ am this whole mentality ne soo nekkee feature kat baalal leen ma si wax
It's okay. It's
taxawaalu
all
kat.
right.
Da nga ko rafetaa sax caaga.
Waaw
Caga.
taxawaalu
We
kat
heard that.
waaw ay taxawaalu kat lañ ak yooyu noonu loolu dégg nañ ko fi ba
Ñun
sonn.
dégg nañ ko ba sonn.
So how do you narrative boobu tamit lu métti la.
So comme ni nga ko dee waxee rek Olof Njaay lu mu ko waxee fi ñu laa séntu bu fa jëmee ji.
waaw
We make sure we brand ourselves.
Wow.
We make ourselves respectful. Suñ dansé si suñ taxawee sax in a place they make sure ne ni we brand them professionally. Dangaa gis fi ñu laa gisee duñ la fay séntu.
Okay.
Xam nga right now su ma ñëwoon ma sol cangal taxaw ak blessa dañoo ne xay foofu lañ ko doon séntu.
waaw
moo tax
ngi
mu
sol
nekk lii.
expose
But dañ dee make sure ne ni suñ dansé si suñu egg stage sax
dañoo sol lu
dañoo
modeste.
sol loo xam ne seen parents yi duñ si mer.
Ok.
ñun tamit duñ si mer te du yàqa suñ brand bi.
waaw
caga bi moom dégg nañ ko.
dégg ngeen ko.
waaye
Si ñun
soo
la
buggee def
commencé,
si ñun la
yéen
commencé.
ñaar, waaw.
ñun
Si
ñaar
ñun la
moom
commencé.
waaw. ñun dégg nañ koñ gi yëpp sax wax nañ
wax nañ leen ko.
but still now we push because luñ laa wax rek yow da nga leen a dimbale ñu gën a wax. mu gën a dem waaye si luñ laa wax nga gën a dellu gannaaw.
Du
kon
dox.
that's mean ne ni ñun duñ bil suñ future.
Ah, okay.
because ñun tamit mun nañoo toog suñ doom mu jóg rek mu ne ma dafa bëgg a nekk feccakat waaye si yow yaa
And
ngi
I
toogoon.
see your daughter doing the whole thing
Already.
on a particular music video.
Music videos, even the independence
Independence
celebrations,
performance.
she was part of it. She's everywhere, basically.
And the fact that you guys even coordinated the independence celebration performance.
A highlight performance.
Going at now a national level, it's beautiful.
I'm telling you, we had 21 dancers and 15 drummers on spot.
This is amazing.
It's come dama ko may am goosebumps. This
Me
is
too, like I'm
proud
getting it
moments
right
for
now.
us.
I
It's
am.
proud moment
Because
for
I
us.
can remember way back when you started.
Yes.
Man remember na lulu nonu. You went to the Mandela Washington Village. Mungi mel ni barki demba. Then that's way.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
way. You
Yeah.
know, that's actually shown how you guys have grown.
Definitely.
And then now you're hitting the international stage. Rock and Roll Championship? How was that?
It was
As the
great.
coach?
Yes, as
Yeah,
a coach.
yeah.
It was a great experience representing the Gambia in December at Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and at the World Championship program.
Yeah.
And in Dakar, March 2025. So it was a great experience as a coach. I got to learn how to coach my dancers while
Yeah.
they are on stage.
Yeah.
And I meet other coaches. And we also try to build connection with other international
Dancers,
dancers because
yeah.
you have a lot of countries, different countries around that
Yeah.
end. You have Peru, France, and all of that. So we had a great experience, especially in Dubai.
Yeah.
In Dakar, we made it to the semi-final.
Yes.
And the dancers made us proud.
Yeah.
Raising the flag.
Yeah.
It makes us proud.
Yeah.
It makes me as a coach proud.
Yeah.
It was not easy as a Gambian. The training videos we took and we trained the dancers. So the coaches our trainers themselves were proud of us because the dancers pulled it to the semi-final, and this dance is a very disciplinary dance and it's very painful.
Yeah, it is.
It has gymnastic skills.
Wow.
So you have stunts, flips, and all of those things incorporated, and it's basically new.
Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
Okay, you're crying.
I just got a little bit emotional.
Nefat is crying, you guys.
one?
I just saw her crying
You know?
right now. Okay, no problem.
No,
you are crying.
Tears of joy, though.
Tears of joy.
I'm holding it back.
Yeah, you're
but
holding
tears
it back.
of
You're
joy.
struggling.
Tears of joy. I'm struggling to hold it back.
Yeah.
Tears of joy, looking at where we came from, and she being the first Gambian coach. Now, when you talk about acrobatic rock and roll, it's the World Federation of Acrobatic Dances and Dance Sports.
Yeah.
And she's the first coach from Gambia, and she's a female, Jay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is huge for us.
This is.
And for me personally, I am also excited about this whole thing because Gambia has become the secretariat for the African Committee, where the World Federation appointed me as the president of the African Committee.
Look at that.
So it's a long journey.
Yeah.
So
it's a
that's
long
why.
journey. But how did you guys keep it together? Because ñun ñep xam nañ jigéen ak jigéen. Nañ leen wax waaw nañ spill the tea.
We keep it real.
Spill the tea because it's very challenging. Gambia ñun ñep xam nañ when people are doing something in a group.
Yeah.
ñu ngi bokk together.
That's
du dee mujjee dañ ko bañ ba even group comme suñ amee like woykat ñu nekk in a group ñëpp a dee wane oh ñii woykat lañ bu leen woore dinañ dem dañoo tas especially ñaari jigéen.
We heard it all.
How did you guys ensure that this is maintained?
Keeping it real.
Yes.
That's it.
don't
You just tell the
anything.
truth.
Yes, we
don't
tell
have-
the truth to one. We're rocking 12 years now. We're heading.
That's a long
Inshallah, ben budi wante kawari we so be.
Inshallah,
Wow,
yeah.
ben sulante. That's the plan. No lenyan. But how we maintain it? Keeping it real.
Yes.
Suma defe luma nahari, I put her down. I tell her straightforward.
Okay.
Suma defe luka nahari, the same thing. I remember there was a time during one of the shows we were doing, the tension was so high to a point where I did something I did not notice. After she called me in the room and then she told me, my husband was sitting, the both of us were crying and saying sorry to one another.
Oh,
and
I
he
love
was like,
that.
you guys are so dramatic.
You are.
But we're not dramatic, we're just too real.
Yeah, you were
know.
being real,
We're
I
being
know.
real to one
So
another.
I'm jëkkër bi nak ak feature bi because young people some of them ñu ngi bëgg a feature.
Yeah.
They want to do this whole dance thing waaye suñ xalaatee ne oh di jëkkër part.
Jey.
So how is the whole jëkkër scenario?
Jey. Jëkkër scenario fii loo fi mun di def su la góor bëggee te yàlla tax da dafa seeyoo te yàlla tax. Basically loolu la. Te xoolal soo nekkee feccakat danga non xaaral ma am ñu ngi si live TV.
Waa déedéet wax leen.
non waaye
spill leen bi fi. Spill leen ko ñu.
Jey, we have married women.
mun feature nag sax.
moom laa la wax nii. Understand lo?
The whole thing of dancing for the person.
I'm saying
It's the whole vibe.
we offer classes for married women
To learn how to
entertain their
okay,
husbands. And we get paid for it.
That's amazing.
Pour feature.
Pour feature. So that they can dance for their husbands.
Yes.
And
Kon góor yi bëgg nañ ko leen feature.
Bul jonge nga xool.
ba pare de la wax da nga gën a flex because the moment you start dancing you get more flexible. Te dafa laa jox energy.
And
Oh,
it will
right.
help your confidence. It
It boosts your con. Wow, because xam nga la laa bàyyi xel. Dancers yi they're always upright. How many bàyyi ngeen loolu xel?
It's because of the
dancers
dance
are
we do,
always
the
like
postures.
upright. So te loolu means confidence.
Yes.
Because you're looking into people's eyes and you're upright.
It's part of performance skills.
It's part of performance
So you grow
skills.
into it. It's easy.
So jëkkër bi daal it's not an issue. Are you married?
No.
Okay, but she is. And it's going well.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Touch wood.
You
Touch
just
wood.
need
Sachat ak
support
sachati
in
morom.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, we thank God. We're
Yeah.
trying. Nanka la rek.
Nanka.
Say mom yombut jamu yàlla la.
Wow.
we-
But
alhamdulillah,
easily.
ñu ngi push through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what next now? It's
Now-
a proper structure. The structure is proper.
Yes.
And all of that. But what more should we expect from
Now
Flex
we are
Fusion Dance
working
Academy?
towards hosting continental shows.
Okay.
Because
Dance.
Gambia has become the secretariat for Acrobatic Rock and Roll African Committee.
Okay.
Now it's our mandate to make sure we promote the dance style within Africa
Okay.
and bring on board more African countries to affiliate with the federation.
Nice.
So we have all of that coming, but also we have our shows, and then we have Dance Gambia coming up.
So Dance Gambia is coming up again?
Inshallah.
Okay.
It's coming up.
You're working
And
on it.
we're working on it. And then we did our 10th year anniversary last year.
Okay.
Afrik Divas, and a lot of people did not come on time. We said 8, we started 8. Some people came, the show was over.
Okay.
So we have a lot of people requesting for us to do the production again. They would want part 2,
to
you know, new remix.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
So that's also in the pipeline, and also, of course, our Performing Arts Entrepreneurship Project, where we train young people in the performing arts, not just dance, but music, script writing, acting, and all of that.
Is this going to be under the YEP 2 project?
Hopefully, I hope they fund us. If they give us the funding, no problem. But otherwise, we're still going to push, because we've done 3 times the training, so we want to make sure, it continues.
So during the tourism period, do you guys do performances, organize performances in hotels or in different areas, at least to use the tourism? Like Gambia is a tourism destination. How do you also leverage on that?
On
the whole tourism vibe?
Yes, we have dancers that we train as entertainment managers.
Okay.
And we have performance at the hotels too.
Okay.
We also conduct Zumba classes and aerobics with yoga at the hotels. So we also conduct all of these things, and we are planning to have a program on Abidjan Theatre for the tourists. That will be around December.
Okay, so they'll be invited specially to come and check you guys out.
Yes.
So we want to make it like an ongoing, during the tourism season, the whole 6 months, twice every month we do the shows, and then we can have tourists come out from the hotels to come and watch the shows.
Strictly Gambian African dance.
Cultural
Cultural dance.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Because one of the things we noticed with our survey is that most of the people performing in the hotels, they're performing basically West African dance style,
Okay,
which is
but
the
not
djembe,
specific to
not
Gambia.
specifically
Okay.
Gambian culture. And we believe when when we are selling Destination Gambia, we also have to sell it. I mean, the people, the culture, the landscape, all the
And
sea, all of
everything.
this is part of it.
Yeah.
And an integral part is also the entertainment, because that is what the tourists watch in the hotels. So they consume more of foreign performances than our own performances.
And also the fact that you guys, it's just beyond the dance, but also showcasing the Gambia's culture with the things that you guys wear. Look at your hair, the beats and everything. You know, did that start since the beginning, the whole cultural vibe to your performances?
Honestly, when we started, it was more of modern dance.
Okay.
But you know, you get to a certain place. I remember when we were shooting the Nobles video, the Kokom. And
you guys nailed that. That's still new to me. Whenever I watch it, it does not look old.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
so
a classic.
fresh. Yes.
Because it's authentic. That is where I was coming.
It was so authentic.
So we were like, how do we make sure we are authentic dancers? What will make us stand out? It's
Your
embracing
culture.
our culture.
Yeah.
Because that is our identity.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
that's basically what we've been working on. And then looking back now, alhamdulillah, we are glad we took that step.
Yeah.
It sets us apart.
It does, right?
Yes.
You guys look at each other with very sincere eyes. Right?
Jay, keep it real. We keep it real,
You guys,
Jay.
I love this vibe. I mean,
Thank you.
Every person needs this, like a girl's girl kind of vibe.
I'm telling
you know,
you.
it makes things work, because generally the notion is that women can't work together. That is the general notion. Ñaari jigéen mënuñoo doxal dara. Dañoo am pour split at some point, ku nekk dem sa yoon. And you guys have decided to break that. You know, one and a lolu mun na mo wara mun na ñaaka.
Definitely.
And nu mo mun na ñaake mooy honesty.
Yes.
Te xam gëm nga ne dance is mbëggeel. When you fall in love with dance, you both fall in love together.
Oh, nice.
So
It brought us together, so we're simply sisters now.
You are.
Yes.
Yeah. And you guys are not related at all?
No.
No.
Okay, bye. That's enough information. And we have only a minute to go. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. This was an amazing session, you know, so lively. And I'm looking forward to meeting you guys and probably having a live session where the dancers come. I'm looking forward to that. So that can be something that we can work on the pipeline.
That would be great.
Yeah, so till I come your way next week with another interesting show. Bye for now. Have a good night. Bye.